Hello there, and welcome to episode 1 of War Hospital. This is a strategy and management game in which we will be taking over and running a British World War I field hospital. So let's go ahead and hop right in.
My dear son, I was unable to stop the events that led to the fact that today I am going to the front and you are no longer there. You cannot imagine how much pain I carry in my heart. With your death, I question the sense of my continued existence.
This must be some kind of joke.
But fate throws me to a place where I might be able to save your colleagues and many others.
Alright, so looks like we're jumping in here.
Hello, sir. My name is Grissing, the head doctor of this hospital. If I may speak freely, sir, we expected more than just an officer's rank to support our current situation. The Hun could break through our lines at any moment now.
Head Doctor, mind your tongue. This is our new commander in charge. Sir, I'm delighted that someone with your experience is joining us. I recall your work in London very well.
Praveen Kumar, head engineer. If you want something done, you should come to me, sir.
Major Henry Wells. As you all know, I was directed here to manage this hospital. I will count on your professionalism, regardless of your private opinions about me.
If I may, sir, we have wounded that are already waiting in Casualty Clearing Station. We should tend to them first.
Agreed. We should not let them wait any longer.
To start, decisions must be made about their fate, sir. Their files are already waiting for you in Casualty Clearing Station.
Alright, so looks like we're hopping right in. This is about assigning patients. Let's go and take a look at this. Alright. So it looks like we'll essentially be triaging patients here. Drag a patient card on the left to the next doctor on the right. Alright.
Very well, sir. Now that a decision was taken, we can start operating on these patients.
Now that the patient has been assigned, exit the building. Alright. Exit. Once patients are assigned, they will need to be carried to operating ward. Click on the Casualty Clearing Station. There's no medics assigned, so it's not working properly. We need to change that. Let's click on the assignment button. Let's see if I can find the assign. There it is. Drag one of the available medic teams to one of the slots in the station. Close the view when you find at least one medic team. Alright. Well, let's go ahead and put the one medic team on there, and we'll go ahead and exit screen.
Sir, medics are on the way.
Job well done. Now that medics are assigned to the CCS, wait until the patient is carried to the operating ward and the operation is performed. You can see the progress of an operation at the top part of the screen. Alright. So we'll go ahead and see if our medics... Oh, I believe here come our medics and doctor, looks like. So looks like they're gonna come across over here. Here they come coming over to the casualty clearing station and taking the patient into what appears to be Requisition Church as our operating suite. Having to go all the way around the building. Oh. Take a look at the operating word. Ah, here we can see top operations. This operation's in progress, and it looks like it's actually going pretty quickly. Already at 50%, so this looks like it shouldn't take any time at all. So, here we go. All
Sir,
finished up.
I'm afraid that one of our patients died during the operation.
How did it happen? Was it a mistake or an oversight?
No, sir. It was just bad luck. The patient was too weak to survive the operation, and we could do nothing more to save him. Maybe with better equipment we could do something, but the sad reality is that we cannot save them all.
I understand. Then we need to prepare his body to be buried. According to directives from HQ, all deceased are to be buried in place. Too many bodies to transport home, I'm afraid.
Well, having your first surgery die is less than ideal, so let's go ahead and take a look at these failed operations. Patients can die during operations, of course. When that happens, they need to be buried, and to do that, we will need to click on the cemetery. Oh, let's see if we can here. There we go. Cemetery. Now enter the assignment. And drag one of the available medic teams to one of the slots in the cemetery. Alright, we'll go ahead and put Noah Parker and Maverick Wise here on cemetery duty.
Sir, medics are on the way.
Good job. Now that medics are assigned to cemetery, the unfortunate patient should be buried soon. Excellent. Put him back out of that. Oh. Ordering surgical supplies. Sir, we're out of surgical supplies. We need to get some, otherwise we won't be able to operate on patients. Alright. So we need to order 40 medical supplies. Alright, and here's a tutorial on ordering resources. Operating on patients uses up supplies. You've got no more surgical supplies, so you won't be able to operate on patients. When in such a situation, you can order resources to arrive shortly. We'll have to click on the train station to continue. Here we go. Click on the Order Resources button. Click on the plus symbol next to surgical supplies and select 40 of them. Then press Order. Confirm order. Awesome. And that'll get those surgical supplies on their way to us. Alright, building a pharmacy. Ordering supplies is costly and we can't rely on that in the long run. That's why we should produce some here at the hospital, and they want us to build a pharmacy. So we'll go over to this area here that's marked. Assign engineers to build pharmacy. Drag at least one of the engineers and click the assign button. So we'll go ahead and grab Ryan Laframboise, that is quite a name, and we'll go ahead and assign him to build the pharmacy in what looks like about an hour. Good job, you can see the progress of building improvements in the top part of the screen. Now wait until the construction is finished. So far, it looks like not only are we going to have to be managing supplies, but also we're going to be doing basic...
Engineers reached the construction site.
Ah, they just started working. So as I was saying, looks like we're not only going to have to manage supplies, but also manage buildings, perhaps upgrades, and as far as I understand it, we'll also have to be dealing with research at one stage or another. So all in all, should make for plenty of things for us to have to keep up with during our time, essentially running this hospital. Let's see. Looks like this timer up here is our build timer for the pharmacy. So it looks like they're already halfway through. Shouldn't be too much longer. And then down here in the bottom left looks like our next scheduled train delivery, which is in about 3 hours. So this should only take them a couple more seconds to get this pharmacy up and running, and then we'll have to see what kind of stuff they want us to move on to next. I have quite honestly no idea what that may be, but we'll find out here. Alright, now that the pharmacy is built, we can start producing supplies. More wounded will likely arrive soon. We should start manufacturing surgical supplies to prepare for surgeries now that we've built pharmacy. Produce surgical supplies 0 of 15. Alright. In order to do that, we'll have to click on the pharmacy. Now the assignment button. Drag at least one of the available engineers to the slots in pharmacy. Alright. Looks like we'll be taking Bernard Blatchley, I assume, here. And it looks like they're going to be taking 10 of, I would assume to be resources and making 0.8 supplies per hour. So we'll go ahead and close out of that screen now. Good job! Now that the engineers are assigned to supply production, surgical supplies will be produced over time. Excellent. So, what's up next? Ah, here we go. New patients. New patients have arrived at the casualty clearing station. We should make sure we got enough surgical supplies and operate on them before their condition gets worse. Operate on patients 0 of 2.
Sir, new patient arrived.
Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look. Here we have Ewald Robson. Patient state good, demanding an operation. Looks like they're both good here. So we'll go ahead and take number 1 here and put him in the list. And then put Rian Sandeep behind him. And I believe now we'll just
Sir,
have
engineers reached the pharmacy.
Now we'll probably just have to wait for surgical components, so we'll go ahead and speed up time a little bit here. Hopefully get that train here faster. Oh, here we go. Canteen. Hospital staff as well as civilians consume food rations at the canteen each day. If there's not enough food, their health will deteriorate, making them less effective and closer to dying from starvation. You can set how much food rations will be eaten each day. This affects morale. Nutritious rations also require alcohol. Good to know. Looks like we start down here with 150 rations. So that's something we'll have to obviously keep an eye on over the course of the game. But let's see if we can't wait for that train to arrive and deliver us some of the surgical supplies so that we can go ahead.
Sir, operation was successful.
Ah, excellent. There we go. Looks like they're going in to get the next one. The rehabilitation center is not functioning. Oh, operation events. Sometimes operations might require you to choose a course of action. An exclamation mark will show up at the top of the screen. Then click on that icon to solve the situation. Alright, let's take a click here. And go to patients. Here we go. Sir, it seems that the patient's body will be able to fight off the infection on its own. Closing the wound should be enough to help the patient recover. Well, let's see. If we do the procedure by the book, the rehabilitation will be shorter. However, if we allow for only the closing of wounds, that means we would be using 1 less supply. Now, right now, I definitely think we have the luxury of time, and I'd personally rather save the resources than go ahead and do this thing by the book. So we're actually only going to allow for the closing of wounds here. Alright. Let's go ahead and click on the Rehabilitation Center. Rehabilitants. Oh, but the screen we haven't quite done. Assignment, here we go. We'll go ahead and put Lillian Clark here on the rehabilitation center.
Sir, nurses are on the way.
And I assume they will go ahead and start doing that. Alright, we'll go ahead and fast forward time.
Sir, operation was successful.
Good job. Now that the patients went through operations, they will sure be back to health soon. Excellent. Rehabilitation part 4. Good job. Now that the nurses are assigned to rehabilitation center, you can see how much time it will take to complete rehabilitation in that building. I think we skipped a couple steps there.
Sir, new patient arrived.
It looks like we already have new patients coming in. Alright. Wounded arrival. Time to put knowledge into action. A group of wounded just arrived at the casualty clearing station. Heal them.
Sir,
Alright.
nurses reached the rehab.
We'll go ahead, slow down time. Alright, rest marker. The rest marker determines that the doctor will stop operating and rest. Drag the marker between patients assigned to that doctor to set it. Doctors with no patients assigned to them rest on their own. Doctors who have collapsed can't work until they regain all of their energy, resulting in a much longer resting time. Make sure to use rest markers when you have a lot of patients assigned. So I assume here, looks like everyone here is good. Let's take a look and see what's wrong. Not a whole lot here. Looks like these two just require some more supplies. So we'll go ahead and do Sriran Ramen. And then we'll set rest. And then we'll go ahead and do Essex Etherington here. Then we'll have to see if the doctor is able to continue after that, and we'll go ahead and speed up time again. Here we go. So these look like some task missions we have on the side. See if there's anything else.
Sir, operation was successful.
Alright, excellent. That's another successful surgery. I'll go ahead and click on the casualty clearing station again. Looks like he's resting for about 6 hours. We'll go ahead and put it there, and then we'll have to...
Sir, doctor is starting a new shift.
Alright, excellent. Alright. So let's go ahead and take a look at
Sir,
the...
operation was successful.
Awesome. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at the rehabilitation center then. Waiting for decision. Alright, looks like this guy is fully recovered. Combat power will go up by 1. So we're gonna go ahead and send him back to the trenches. Let's see. You'll be granted military drafts for sending soldiers to the HQ. You're granted morale for releasing soldiers. So for now, I think we'll probably just send to the trenches.
Sir, patient is cured.
Ah, excellent. Looks like we had another one come through on the operating ward. Looks like the doctor's gonna be resting now for a while. So we'll go ahead and speed up time again. Looks like we're about halfway through our surgical supplies mission. And we've of course healed 2 of 4 patients. Alright. So let's go ahead, take a look here. Let's take a look at the improvements. Oh my. Alright. So looks like this is, we have quite a lot of different improvements we can take. Obviously there's healing here. It's like housing, which is going to increase the maximum amount of staff we can hire. Production, I assume, of resources. Yep. Unlocks nutritious rations. A water mill, which looks like it unlocks more rations. Precision weights. So this is obviously all of our different protection things. And scouting, which I don't think we've been sent to yet. This will probably be my guess to collect casualties off the battlefield, though. And then, of course, back to our healing. Alright. Let's take a look here. Another 2 hours. Alright. So I think for episode 1, this will be a fantastic place for us to stop, with the doctor taking up another, 7.5 hours for us to go ahead and get him back and working. So thank you for watching episode 1 of War Hospital. Please make sure you like, subscribe, and if you want to be notified when the next video comes out, make sure you click the bell and select to be alerted for all notifications from the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.